It's one of the most fundamental choices you make for your bedroom, yet the terms get thrown around so interchangeably that it's easy to get lost. Duvet versus comforter. On the surface, it seems simple. They're both the big, fluffy thing that keeps you warm at night. But the reality is, choosing between them is less about picking a blanket and more about deciding on a system for your sleep, your style, and even your laundry routine. So let's clear it up once and for all. What truly separates a duvet from a comforter, and which one is the right choice for you? Construction. Here's what matters most because it's the one distinction that drives everything else. A comforter is a single, unified piece of bedding. It's a quilted blanket where the fill, be it down, feathers, or a synthetic alternative, is stitched directly into a decorative fabric shell. You buy it, you put it on your bed, and you're done. Think of it as an all-in-one product. A duvet, on the other hand, is a two-part system. It consists of a plain insert, which is a fabric bag filled with an insulating material, and a separate, removable duvet cover. The insert is the functional part that provides the warmth, while the cover is the decorative and protective part you see on the outside. You put the insert inside the cover, much like you'd put a pillow inside a pillowcase. This fundamental difference in construction, one piece versus two, is the key to understanding all their other pros and cons.
Care and cleaning. Let me explain the practical, day-to-day impact of that construction difference. When it comes to cleaning, the duvet system is significantly more convenient. You don't wash the bulky insert very often. Instead, you just strip off the duvet cover and toss it in the laundry with your sheets. It's easy, efficient, and you can do it as often as you like. The insert itself, protected from skin oils, sweat, and spills, might only need to be professionally cleaned or carefully washed once or twice a year. A comforter, however, requires you to wash the entire thing, filling it all. Given its size and bulk, this is rarely a simple task. Most home washing machines aren't large enough to handle a queen or king-size comforter without compressing the fill, which can damage it. This often means a trip to the laundromat to use a large-capacity commercial machine. Because it's such a chore, comforters tend to be washed less frequently, and the process of washing and drying can cause the fill to clump or wear out faster. Style flexibility. If you're someone who gets bored easily or loves to refresh your space with the seasons, the duvet is your clear winner. The power of the duvet cover is its transformability. Changing the entire look and feel of your bedroom is as simple as buying a new cover and swapping it out. You can go from a crisp, white hotel look to a dark, moody floral pattern in minutes. You can have a lightweight linen cover for summer and a cozy, warm flannel cover for winter, all while using the same trusted insert. This makes it incredibly easy and relatively inexpensive to experiment with trends or adapt your decor. A comforter offers no such flexibility. Its design is permanent. The color and pattern you buy are the color and pattern you have until you decide to replace the entire thing. While you can always layer other blankets on top, the comforter's core aesthetic is fixed. Changing your style means a bigger commitment of both money and storage space for the old one. Warmth and loft. When we talk about bedding, loft refers to the fluffiness or height of the fill, which is directly related to its insulating ability. Duvets, particularly those with down or high-quality down alternative inserts, are generally known for having a higher loft. This gives them that classic, cloud lake, and inviting appearance you see in magazines. The construction allows the fill to expand fully, creating a plusher, more voluminous layer. Comforters, by contrast, are typically quilted through and through. This stitching, which holds the fill in place, tends to compress it, resulting in a flatter, thinner profile. While they are certainly warm, they don't usually have that same airy, enveloping volume. Both duvets and comforters come in a range of warmth levels, from lightweight for summer to extra warm for winter. But if you're chasing that super fluffy, sink into it feeling, a high-quality duvet insert is usually the way to go. Setup. The trade-off for the duvet's flexibility is the setup. There's no getting around it. Putting a duvet insert into its cover can be a chore. It involves feeding the insert into the cover, making sure the corners are aligned, and then securing it with whatever mechanism the cover uses, be it internal ties, buttons, or a zipper. For some, it's a minor weekly inconvenience. For others, it feels like wrestling an uncooperative fabric ghost. The comforter in this regard is the champion of convenience. It's a grab-and-go solution. You take it out of the bag, you spread it on the bed, and the job is finished. There are no parts to assemble, no corners to align. For anyone who dreads changing their bedding and just wants the simplest possible option, the comforter's plug-and-play nature is a huge advantage.
Size/fit on bed. This is a subtle detail, but it makes a real difference in how your bed is styled. Comforters are generally designed to be oversized. They're cut wider and longer than the mattress itself, providing a generous drape over the sides and foot of the bed. This creates a more traditional, layered look and ensures plenty of coverage, even if you toss and turn. Duvets, on the other hand, are often sized to fit the dimensions of the mattress more closely. This results in less overhang and a cleaner, more tailored aesthetic that aligns well with modern and minimalist decor. It creates a flush look, where the duvet sits neatly on top of the mattress. Keep this in mind, especially if you have an extra thick pillow-top mattress. A standard-sized duvet might look a bit small, whereas an oversized comforter will still provide ample coverage. Cost considerations. Breaking down the cost isn't a simple one-to-one comparison. With a comforter, you have a single, upfront purchase. You can often find them as part of a bed-in-a-bag set that includes sheets and pillowcases, which can be a very budget-friendly way to outfit a bed from scratch. The price range is enormous, from very cheap synthetic options to high-end luxury versions. A duvet requires you to think in two parts: the insert and the cover. A high-quality down or wool insert can be a significant investment, often more expensive than an entire comforter. However, it's a long-term purchase. The covers are sold separately and vary wildly in price. You can find simple cotton covers for a modest price or invest in premium linen or silk. The initial outlay for a good duvet and a couple of covers might be higher, but the long-term value comes from being able to replace just the cover for a fraction of the cost rather than the entire bedding piece. Durability. The duvet's two-part system is inherently designed for a longer life. The cover acts as a shield, taking the brunt of daily wear, friction, spills, and exposure to body oils. When a cover gets stained, torn, or faded, you simply replace it. The far more expensive insert remains protected, allowing it to last for a decade or even longer with proper care. A comforter, being a single unit, is constantly exposed. The decorative fabric is the same fabric that endures nightly use. Spills soak directly into it, and the entire structure is subjected to the stress of washing and drying. Over time, this can lead to fading, thinning of the fabric, and the fill material clumping or breaking down. Because you can't separate the decorative part from the functional part, once the exterior is worn out, the whole comforter needs to be replaced. So, who is it for? So, after all that, the choice comes down to your personal priorities. The duvet is for the person who values customization, hygiene, and long-term investment. If you love changing your bedroom style, want the easiest possible cleaning routine, and appreciate that cloud-like, luxurious loft, the duvet is your answer. You have to be okay with the initial effort of stuffing the cover, but in return, you get unmatched flexibility and durability. The comforter is for the person who prioritizes simplicity and convenience above all else. If you want a no-fuss, one-and-done solution that you can pull out of a bag and put straight onto your bed, the comforter is the way to go.
It's perfect for guest rooms, kids' rooms, or anyone who finds the idea of wrangling a duvet cover to be a deal breaker. You sacrifice style, textability, and ease of washing, but you gain absolute simplicity. It's a straightforward choice: practicality and ease, or versatility and customization.